everyone, the video that I'm doing today is my top 5 favorite lip products. Before I talk about my top 5 favorite lip glosses, this is just like a tongue twister. Before I talk about my top 5 favorite lip products, I just want to mention my top 2 chapsticks. Both of these chapsticks are so important to ensuring that your gloss, or lipstick for that matter, stays on for a very long time. You want to make sure that you do have a base of good moisture onto your lips before you put on anything, otherwise your lips are going to look really thin and chapped and just kind of dry looking by the end of the day. All the moisture will be just sucked out. So the first one's the Nivea Kiss of Moisture, and then the second one is the Blistex Deep Renewal. Both of these do about the same thing. They come in the same type of form, and I really like the way that these apply onto your lips. They just have like not a greasy feel, but they have a little bit more of a liquidy feel on your lips than some of the other chapsticks that I've used before. Both of these are less than $2 at any drugstore, and they're definitely products that last you a really long time. I have these in every single purse, every single coat pocket, because you never want to be without a chapstick in the event that your lips start to get dry, because it's definitely not attractive to have dry lips. So starting off with the 5 categories that I'm going to be choosing favorite lip glosses for. I've used so many different types of lip glosses, and these are just my top 5 favorites in 5 different categories. The categories are Best Clear Lip Gloss, Best Flavored Lip Gloss, Best Long-Lasting Lip Gloss, Best Pink Lip Gloss, because I really like to have pink lips, and then Best Overall, the product that I tend to reach for the most. So starting off with the Best Clear Lip Gloss, and I have them all sitting next to me, so I gotta find it. It is the Mentha Lip Gloss by C.O. Bigelow, and the flavor that I have this in is root beer. Sorry for the cat. This one is just such a great lip gloss, and I'm obviously not going to do a swatch because it's just plain and clear. There's no shimmer to it whatsoever, but this lasts a really long time, has a great flavor, and it's a root beer, but it has a hint of mint to it, so it does give you kind of fresher breath as well. And it's just a really great product. It's not sticky whatsoever, but it tends to last a really long time. You could just be drinking a drink or even eating an apple or something like that, and it would definitely still stay on. So that is my favorite clear lip gloss. It's by C.O. Bigelow is the brand, and you can buy these. I think there's C.O. Bigelow stores as well, but you can also get them at Bath & Body Works if you're in the United States. So they're about $7 US dollars, so they're not too expensive, but they're definitely not on the cheap end as well. They're not something that you can get at a drugstore, but something that I really recommend. So next is on to my favorite flavored lip gloss. And this one you can get at a drugstore, and it's the LipSmackers Skittles lip gloss, and it is in the flavor Tropical. This tastes just like a Skittle for the first part, and it just has this wonderful tropical flavor. It's very fruity, and people can smell it when they're all around you as well, which is really great. It just radiates the scent of mangoes. The actual, in the tropical version is Mango Tangelo? Mango Tangelo, sorry, I totally just messed that up. But it looks orange in the tube, but it's just clear, and it just tastes amazing. Not that you're supposed to be eating your lip gloss, but it just has a great taste. It's not much on the long-lasting side of it. It doesn't stay on very long, but if you want those really kissable lips, definitely recommend any of the Skittles or LipSmackers in the Squeezy version, because they do really give you a nice glossy look. So onto the best long-lasting lip gloss, and that one is actually going to be by Clinique, and it's the Long Last Glosswear, and it actually has an SPF in it too. So in the summer, it's really good to have an SPF on your lips because you don't want them to chap. So the color that I have is in Kissyfit 12, and I talked about this in a previous video that I got it in a Clinique kit, and I really was surprised and excited by how great this lasts. So the color is pretty bright, but they have a very nice range of colors. There is just a quick swatch of the color. It's pretty dramatic on the pink end of things, so it's not my favorite pink lip gloss, but just from the long-lasting standpoint, this lasts you just hours. You could do anything. It's a little bit stickier of a lip gloss from a consistency standpoint. Your lips do kind of stick together a little bit, but if you want something that's going to last you a long time, definitely something that I recommend. Now on to the best pink lip gloss. And the best pink lip gloss, in my opinion, just because I don't want something that's super bright, I just want a lighter bubblegum pink, is by Cargo. And it's just their classic lip gloss. And the color shade that I use is Tobago, and it just looks fabulous on anyone's lips. So I'm just going to do a quick swatch. It's super, super, super sheer. I don't even know if you're going to be able to pick it up. I put it right there. It's just a really, really sheer pink, and it's really nice if you use a chapstick first as a base, then you put on like a reverse lip liner. Cargo makes a really great, sorry, I have something in my eye. Cargo makes a really great reverse lip liner, which means that you fill in your entire lips, and it's a really sheer color. And then you put this on, and it just looks awesome. So this is definitely my favorite pink lip gloss. As for long lasting, it stays on pretty long, but you're definitely going to need to take it with you and do a lot of touch-ups throughout the day, just depending on what you're eating or drinking or doing, but it's just pretty average from a long lasting standpoint. And then the last lip gloss is in the best overall, and I talked about this in my March favorites as well, if I can find it, is by Beauty Rush, and I still can't figure out the name of it, but all of the Beauty Rush lip glosses are great from a color deposit standpoint. The colors are really, really, really nice, and they tend to stay on your lips in that same consistency. Sometimes a lip gloss is a different shade in the tube than it is on your lips, but not really with this. So this is the color, and I think it might be discontinued because I have never seen it again since I bought this, and this was on clearance. But I'm going to put it on my lips so you can kind of see the color. It's a very, very, very light baby pink. Trying to do a swatch, but yeah, so the lighting's kind of bad for doing swatches, but it's just a really light pink, and they have so many different shades, so I don't want to narrow it down to my best overall favorite shade of lip gloss because there's so many different viewers that I have that have different types of skin tones that look better with different things. So definitely recommend the Beauty Rush by Victoria's Secret as a best overall brand for lip glosses. These retail about probably $7.50 to $8 for a lip gloss, but they always have really nice sales with them as well. So I definitely recommend that you check them out. If you are in Europe, there are some websites that sell them. You can get them probably on Amazon.com or some of the other retailers that just resell products, because I really recommend that you try them on. I'm sorry that you don't have a Victoria's Secret. I promise I won't talk about very many more products that are exclusive to the United States because it's not really fair to you guys to talk about that, but this is something that I think is worth paying the shipping and trying out, just because it stays on for a really long time. The color range and the color consistency is just fabulous, and it tastes great. Not that that really means much, but it tastes really nice on your lips, and it's just definitely overall my favorite and something that I always have on me, whether it's just thrown into my purse or in my pocket or whatever. So those are my top 5 favorite lip glosses. I really am interested in knowing what are your favorite lip glosses that you use all the time, or are you a fan of lipstick? What's your reasoning behind that as well? So in the comments below, I'd love to know your insight. And then if you have any questions or any other comments for me, definitely let me know. I will see you guys all on my next video. Thanks. Bye.